morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's Values Assembly. It's Monday, it's the 14th of December, and we are into our final week here at Arc John Archer. I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend, but most importantly, I hope you've all been keeping each other safe and looking after one another. So I've got a lot to get through this morning, so without further ado, let's clear those voices. Are you in fine form this morning? Do you have your big voices on? Not shouty voices, just loud voices. Are you ready to raise the roof? Absolutely brilliant. Year 6, I'd like to be able to hear you as well this morning. So I'm going to ask the question that I always ask every Monday morning. Are you ready? Okay. What's the value for this half term? Oh, not bad, not bad. I think I heard year 6. Come on, year 6. Step out of your comfort zone and be a bit louder this morning. You ready? What's the value for this half term? You are absolutely right. It is the value of respect. And let's just remind ourselves again of what that value means to us here at Arc John Archer. It's all about the way that we treat others, treating others the way you want to be treated. And we've had so many discussions in class and in and around the school, and also on the gate when you come in the morning. It's important that we have opinions. It's important that we respect each other's opinions. But it's important that if we don't agree with somebody else's opinions, what can we do? We can build on someone's idea. We can put our talking thumb up and we can say, I disagree with so-and-so. And then you put in your idea. This is where great learning starts from. It's not always about getting everything right. It is not always about agreeing with everybody's opinions. We have to build on each other's opinions in order to come to an argument or to an opinion that sits well with us. So I want us to really think this week about building on each other's ideas, but also think about this week as we nearly are at the end of this half term, that actually some of us are very tired, some of us can be a little bit cranky. Let's think about how we're going to manage ourselves in a positive way. Let's think about our friendships and our friendship groups. Just over the last couple of weeks, I've had to deal with some quite nasty comments being made to some of the children and towards each other. That's not how we do business here at Arc John Archer. We are very kind and we look after one another. So what I want us to think about over the next 4 days, that's right, we only have 4 days left here at the school for this half term. Let's think how we can be more caring, how we can work together as one. And if, say, we don't like something, let's not be rude about it. Let's just respect that is how the person is. So this week, can we please think about building on each other's ideas, managing ourselves in a more positive way and thinking more positively and having positive thoughts. There's an old saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Now, in our classrooms, we all have our posters up. What I'd like you to do is think over the next couple of days, and especially during reflection time, have a look at your respect posters. Are they still relevant? Have you changed some of the ideas that are on there? Have a look, have a discussion, have a think. Build on each other's ideas. So, what can I say? This half term has seen so many amazing poets, but so many thoughtful conversations going on. I cannot thank you all enough for the great poems that you have sent into the school, and I know you will continue writing. Now, I got given this at the gate the other day, and I asked Beatrice to put this on my desk, and she has written something so beautiful that I just wanted to share this with you. Thank you, Beatrice. Beatrice is in 4E. Respect others around you, even if they're older or even younger than you. So make sure to make them feel completed around you. People will give you respect if you give it to them. Everyone will give you respect if you help them. Care for those in need of help. To respect someone is a kind thing to do, so do it every day. Respecting someone is also to care for somebody. They may be rude to you, but that doesn't mean they don't have good in them. You may see someone lonely and try to go and play with them, but they push you away. But don't start shouting at them. You have to respect that's their decisions that they have made. Very, very wise words, Beatrice. I love this line. Respecting someone is also to care for someone. They may be rude to you, but that doesn't mean they don't have good in them. Beatrice, you're right. Just because you have an off day, this is Beatrice's great work. Thank you, Beatrice, for sending this in. But Beatrice is right. Just because somebody has an off day, it doesn't mean that they're unkind or they're not caring. We have to respect that some people can have the odd day. Maybe why don't you just go up and ask them, are you okay today? And see how they are. But thank you, all of you. Great writing, great words. My top tip over the holidays is keep looking at your poems, keep looking at your words. They're wonderful. So many. Now this week, as I said, how many days have we got left? 5. Oh, sorry, 4. That's right, we've got 4 days left. Now, I asked you to think about what you were going to be doing in order to create greatness in your classrooms for the last 3 weeks. That was 3 weeks, a couple of weeks ago. Now we're into our final week. Let's have a look at those ideas. What are you going to do over the next 4 days to continue greatness in your classroom and to continue that journey of respect, but also building on our value of aspiration? So take a moment now just to stop the video and stop the assembly and have a discussion in your classes about what you're going to do over the next 4 days. So, last week I read you a fantastic story. But why did I read you this story? Do you remember the goat? What was his name? Roderick. Oh, Gilbert, that was it. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Gilbert the goat. So what did Gilbert do and why did I read you this story? Can you remember? Have a quick talk to your partners. So yeah, that's right. So Gilbert and his cousins used to go and stay at his grandparents. Were they respectful? No, they would run around and create lots and lots of noise, especially when Grandad wanted to sleep. And also, when Grandma was planting those flowers, Gilbert, and he called him Roderick then, Gilbert and his cousins kept eating them up. So what did Gilbert do? Because I think we're all guilty of running around the house, making lots of noise. So what did Gilbert do to make sure that he made it up to his grandparents? That's right, he said sorry. Now, as we come into our holiday, we have to really, really think, you're going to be at home for nearly 3 weeks. What are you going to do to be nice and respectful to the neighbours, but also to your families? So this week is a bit of a celebration about some great work. Don't worry, Mr. Pryor, I am not going to be looking to get your job on a Friday. It is very safe for you to do that. But I think it's important that we do look at the great work that we have achieved over this half term, because all of the work, all of the work does actually tie really nicely into our respect value, because it means that we value the love of learning and we love learning. Thank you, Miss Marshall, for absolutely a brilliant science day on Thursday. It was absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much, Mr. Welsh, for bringing along your cousin, Herr Professor Johan Archer. It was great to welcome him into the school via video with Miss Marshall. But look at the excitement. Look at the respect towards everything that's science. Jada, your handwriting is fantastic and your piece of work was so wonderful to read. Year 1, so excited about their volcano, and Zahira, your writing was absolutely phenomenal. But the passion that some of you took in preparing your work for your writing was absolutely brilliant. That is total respect. And actually, again, I'm going to give a shout out to Lamaya. You showed great patience, but the respect that you had in just waiting until we got your notes back to you was brilliant. So thank you for being so respectful, but actually being really passionate about your learning. So that was science. It was absolutely brilliant. Now, this is something that actually I found really, really touching. I'm just going to move myself over here. I look like I'm a bauble in the Christmas tree. Respect comes in many forms, and you have shown great respect with your learning. But the respect you have given to charities over this half term has been wonderful. We had our Christmas jumper day on Friday. The school was a sea of colour, and it was so beautiful to see so many of you wearing your Christmas jumpers, but also supporting Save the Children fund by giving in £1, and some of you even donated even more money. That just goes to show how generous and how thoughtful you are, but also very respectful of the work that these great charities do. And then we had our Odd Socks Day for Anti-Bullying Week. Again, that week we focused on looking at lots of ways in which we can support one another with kind words. But it's the respect that you brought to this campaign which has been truly, truly magical. So thank you so, so much. But what really, really humbled me was your generosity in bringing some items that we've all put together, and Miss Stobie has made a fantastic display here with our Arc John Archer letters there. I asked you to bring in some food, or maybe just have a look in your cupboards if you've got any spare cans or anything that can go towards the food bank. As we know, this has been it's been a real struggle for many people, and many people have sadly lost their jobs during this time. This Christmas may be very different for all of us, but it's important that we all spare a thought for people that maybe don't have as much as we do. So today, have a think about that. But the respect you give to people outside of our community here at school is humbling. You should all feel exceptionally proud of yourselves. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity this half term. But the fact is, you also reflect those great values of community and, most importantly, of kindness. Art John Archer, you are the best. So we should really, really be absolutely inspired by the great learning also that's happened this half term. We've had so much to celebrate. You have shown respect towards the environment, towards your learning, and just the respect that you give when you are watching these assemblies and the joining in that you do with Mr. Priors. So thank you so much for your great learning this half term. And I was so pleased to see this on Friday. Year 5G, what great artists you are. But the respect that you show in your work when you're mixing your colours, the patience that you give is actually quite inspiring. But these colours are absolutely beautiful. And a shout out to you there, Paige. You look so proud with your piece of work as well. So well done, Year 5. Great work, and some really inspirational artists. Excellent work indeed. Now, I actually just want to give a shout out here to Marwan in 5G for his great respect towards myself and Mr. Prior, as he's been doing some amazing videos on Seesaw, and he's been actually doing some assemblies. I was quite touched by your words on your assembly on Saturday when I watched it, Marwan. And I know Mr. Prior and we will really miss you when you go to Year 7. But your presentation skills, it shows how much you listen and how much you respect the work that is going on in the school. So thank you, Marwan. But also thank you, all of you, for the work that you're doing on Seesaw and publishing your work. Keep posting. Be inspired. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so, so much. Now, reception. How could I forget you? Never would I. Goodness me, you have been so busy this half term. You have been jetting off all over the world on your travels for your learning. But the respect you have given our parents has been absolutely inspiring, absolutely brilliant. And thank you, parents, for giving up your time to share your cultures and about your countries to the children. Massive respect to everybody. What a great community we have at the school. So where have reception been travelling to? Because I tell you, they don't look very jet lagged to me. So where have they been travelling to? They've travelled to Zimbabwe, Hungary, Ghana, Cornwall, Sweden, Morocco, Mauritius, India and Pakistan. Amazing. Great community, great learning. Thank you so, so much. So this week, what is happening this week? How many days left? 6 days? 4 days left. And we need to make a real concerted effort, all of you, to do these things for the team, because it is you that make it happen. Keep coming to school on time every day and wear your uniform with pride. Can I please ask all of you to look down at your feet in the morning? If you're wearing your PE kit, absolutely fine, wear your trainers. But what colour do they have to be? Correct, black ones. We seem to be getting lots of sparkles and lots of pink ones coming in at the moment, but can we please keep our trainers to our PE kits? And actually, can we not wear them with our school uniform? That's when we wear shoes. So could we please just look down at our feet and register that we need to make sure that we're wearing the right uniform? Thanks so much. Keep walking around the school safely and quietly. But most importantly, over the next 4 days, please, please, please look after one another. Keep each other safe. If you sneeze, achoo! Wrong. Not into your hands, into the crook of your arm. If you sneeze or cough, I've got a bit of a bad cold. And so if you see me coughing or sneezing, same as Cruddas, make sure you do it in the crook of your arm. What do we do after that? We go and wash our hands. We have kept our school so safe this half term. Let's make it 4 days where we are even safer. Can you please keep thinking about your aspirations and also respect? How can we be a little bit more like Gilbert, especially at home? That's the real focus for you over the 2.5 weeks, nearly 3 weeks that you will be home. So we are nearly through 2 values, aspiration and respect. Do you know what's coming next? Have a think. Be prepared for that first assembly back. And don't forget, this week, you will be having your discovery boxes. Please make sure that you share your learning over the holidays. Please post your discovery box challenge on Seesaw and share it with your community of learners in your class. Maybe use the hashtag what's in the box, and we will share those with everybody on our return. But don't forget your discovery box this week. So as we come towards the more quiet time of our assembly, this is when maybe you just need to close your eyes. This is time for you. I want you to think about the great work you have achieved this half term. Think about all the respectful things you have done for your friends and for your family. How will you continue now on your journey of respect and aspiration over the holidays? It's important now that we just pause the assembly to have a little bit of thinking time. What are you going to do over the next 4 days to make a massive difference in the class? But most importantly, make a massive difference for you. So as we come towards the final part of our assembly, this is quite a brilliant quote from the incredibly brave and inspirational Malala Yousafzai. We should all consider each other as human beings, and we should respect each other. Everybody has feelings. I have feelings, and it's quite hurtful when people say hurtful things to other people, because it hurts me when I hear those things as well, and it hurts all of us as adults. We need to really consider each other at the moment and consider each other's feelings as we move towards the holiday time. So that's another assembly from me. I hope you all have a fantastic day of learning, but most of all, a fantastic day of preparing for your holiday. And just finally from me, keep talking. Let's keep talking. You have all been amazing when you come through the gates. You tell us how you're feeling, and then we're able just to check in with you over the course of the day. Keep reading. Make sure you take your books home this holiday. And what I've loved seeing on 5G Seesaw is where they start reading excerpts of their books, and they're all recommending books to each other. Safe, you are a wonderful friend, and you always encourage others. So thank you for doing that. But let's keep writing. Most importantly, let's keep learning. Have a fantastic day, Arch on Archer, and I look forward to seeing you all in and around the school. Take care. Be safe.